And the next presentation of Mikhail Shpigelman, also on the same, almost the same area, on the relations between Saiga and Raptors.
Hello, distinguished participants of the conference. Beg your pardon, I had no time just to make presentation because we are still on our field season, expeditions one after another. So therefore, we have, just to prepare it on the spot. So this is like an abstract from my future paper. Therefore, I just copied it and left it as is. So the topic is biocoenotic links of Saiga with raptors, large raptors. My presentation overlaps with a number of the previous presentations with Ilya Eduardovich. Henrietta was making her presentation. Actually, our presentations are similar to a certain extent. Okay, I will tell you about our area. First, Western Kazakhstani region is located at the western part of Kazakhstan. So taking 151,000 kilometers, but the main population of Saiga antelope is formed in Kastau, Zhenebeksky, Bokyordzinsky districts. But the major population, Saiga population, are in Kastalovsky district, in Bokyorda district, so just accommodate Saiga in winter. So, but we just can observe Saiga to the northeastern part in Akjaik district, but so the number is not too big, maybe from 1,000 to 5,000 population. Actually, so it's not so big. In August, you can see a Jangali cluster, and so you can see these small lakes, and here we can observe up to 1,000 animals, like rather small population. The next interesting observation have been recorded since 2018. Saiga started changing its behavior. It stops being nomading species, which used to be in the past. If in the past it was nomading for 1,000 kilometers, now so it does not exist 100 kilometers. In Kastau district, so just it concentrated near source, like dried up salty lakes, and in fall, in autumn time, so it is just concentrated around source as well. And the next peculiarity of Saiga is that during the rutting time, which starts in November through December, up to 90% of males die. Can you imagine? So this big number of biomass carrion cannot but attract both predators and raptors. As far as ground predators are concerned, so they are indirectly associated with Saiga antelope and with the predators. So the increase of the population, we do not observe increase of population of wolves. So, for example, in winter we are just tracking it. So we have hunting union, and then hunters union, and they just visit these districts. In February, they observed the Saiga population that was followed by 12 wolves. So there is an increase of jackal population, but in addition to Saiga, so it is also just due to the hunting pressing in Astrakhan region, because jackal does not withstand a high snow level, and we just were bringing like a female jackal. She was her weight was 13 kilos, and that was back in 2019 high snow level, and we think that was due to that factor. And last year we had conference with the anti-plague station, such organization we have. They just were like opening the carcass of the steppe cat. So in former time, so we had only like some single like events, and also, you know, the remnants of Saiga antelope were found. Now, as far as steppe eagle is concerned, this picture shows that Saiga mainly concentrates around source, so dried up, salty, saline lakes. So steppe eagle is like nesting or breeding species, as the previous representatives were stating in their reports, and we were observing that in 3 stages. Before like nesting period in March, starting from the 28th of March through the autumn migration. During the current year, we just had we recorded Saiga antelope number from Kastalov to District 2, Kungekol settlement. You can see the road, 153 kilometer or highway, and along the poles and trees, 53 steppe eagles were recorded. During the nesting period, breeding period, last year, we just carried out ringing together with Elia. During the current year, we did it on our own, and as a result, I will tell you in brief that the density of steppe eagle is 4.14 pairs per 100 square kilometers, and we didn't record. We didn't take into consideration success, like Ilya Eduardovich just took into consideration breeding success. But for us, density and number was important. In order to compare the number of nests with Boke-Arde preserve, in 2020, in Akjaik district, we carried out our survey of transmission lines just to identify the mortality rate. So Avis company was here, was a part of that, was actually the customer or client of that survey, and we found 11 nests, like active nests, inhabited nests. We surveyed 621 square kilometers, and the density at that area was 1.7 pairs per 100 square kilometers, meaning by 2.4 times lower than in the Saiga antelope area. If we just look at the western Kazakhstani region, like Henrietta mentioned, about the highway from Uralsk to Aktyubinsk, in 2019 and 2020 we carried out the survey there, and the density was even lower there. And due to that fact, we started studying the impact of Saiga antelope on the population of large raptors. And we just started tracking like direct and indirect link. So in all the nests that we surveyed, we found out the remnants of Saiga antelope. If you look at this picture, So this is the like ribs of the ribs of Saiga, and you can see. So the blood is quite fresh. It has not coagulated so far. So we do understand that steppe eagle cannot like kill or capture or kill like healthy and large Saiga. But of course there are some sick or like weak individuals or animals, and so we come across with such sick animals all the time. Further on, so since 2019 we have been visiting those sites, and we just try to find like the impact of hunting or how steppe eagle just eats up Saiga. And during the current year, we managed to record this. If you allow me, I will show you several pictures. Not too pleasant, I would say, but I hope that you will withstand this. Here you can see so the carcass of like dead Saiga opened by steppe eagle. So we just were observing that, and then we just took picture of that. So meaning that peritoneum was opened. You can see all the like carcass was opened, and so the eagle was taking bites of hind legs. It was just sitting on the carcass and was just taking hind legs. Most likely Saiga was just hit by a car, though it was quite far from the highway, but we think that it was hit by the car because ribs were broken. And Ilya Eduardovich showed you that there are like ties of Saigas found in nests. So there is no flesh here, but because most likely they peck only, eagles peck only flesh, because the distance from the previous nest is like 1 kilometer only. So we were just observing that for a certain period of time, and look, you can see this picture. So peritoneum was opened. Peritoneum was opened, and you can see the internal organs and the Saiga is here. So you can see the steppe eagle just went away and was looking for us to leave. Then we could see that as soon as we left, it came back and started taking the remnants of Saiga antelope. But you can see that so all the utensils were not just eaten up, and blood was not coagulated so far. So that was quite fresh incident, I would say. I will just get back to my presentation. The next stage that we were observing is like pre-migration concentration. The upper picture shows like concentration of steppe eagle in August. On the 20th of August of 2020, near Araltobe source, we could observe mass like a concentration of steppe eagles, approximately 300 birds. But at the same time, we could see like freshly dead Saiga, and so the visiting steppe eagles were ignoring that, though we could see, like small ground squirrels here. And as far as white-tailed eagle is concerned, we just observed it 2 times, how it just was tried to build nest on the ground, because usually it's just a built nest on trees. In the winter time, we were observing that it was accompanying Saiga at 100 distance or interval, we just counted 143 individuals or animals. Quite often this area is visited by black vulture, and back in 2019 we also just came across we recorded Eurasian griffon vulture. Most likely, so we had even more birds of this species, but probably the territory was not surveyed to that extent. So we could see so visitations. We could not just see visitations of Aquila heliaca. Just two questions. Yeah, one or two questions probably. Can you please tell us what is the situation with the situation at the border of Kazakhstan and Russia? So with this wire fencing, so whether Saiga can penetrate through the border, I mean just migrate to the Russian territory. Thank you for your question. I've been working with Saiga antelope since university time. So with Mr. Chebelov, member of Russian Academy of Science. So last year, so in Saratov region, Saiga just broke through the fencing and just went there, but returned back after the prey. But of course, a large number dies because of wire fencing. I do not have any data on the number, but it's rather high because I always say that Saiga antelope is so rather stupid animal. Just it sees the goal or the target, it just runs, but so it never counts how much it dies. Is there any concentration of steppe eagle in the area of Saiga prey? In the lambing place. Oh yeah, in the birthing place. So we didn't count. We didn't record that. So we just surveyed pre-migration nesting period and post-migration periods. Any other questions? Sorry, it's off microphone. Микрофоны, пожалуйста, используйте. Без микрофона перевод не будет. Sorry, translation is possible only with a microphone. Sorry, it's not. It's off microphone. Microphone is off. Mic is off.
Sorry, but I want to say we have very tight schedule for our session, and please stop the questions now. And